Hair up time, babe?
Yeah.
Getting a little warm?
It's a little humid out here.
In my old Kentucky home, good night. Weep no more, my lady. Oh, weep no more today. We will sing one song for my old Kentucky home, for my old Kentucky home far away.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Stivers Homestead. I'm Zach.
And I'm Jen.
And today is garden walk like 25 or something.
We're up there.
No, so we had mentioned a few garden walks before that it would probably be our last. However, things just aren't dying.
Yeah.
You know, they're just gonna keep going.
Some things are.
I had something tickling my leg and I didn't know what it was, and it's a cat.
Oh.
It spooked me. And you all said, you know, don't stop them. We love them. So we're just gonna keep rolling with these until the garden is gone, which will hopefully not be a thing.
Hopefully.
Because we plan on trying to grow, easy T-Bird. We plan on trying to grow through the winter, and we'll have all kinds of upcoming videos for that. But let's get this bad boy started.
Let's do it.
All right. So tilled garden area is still doing its thing. No new changes there. You can see the weeds are trying to push up on my tarp. They'll go down. We have the proof over there that it works. So it'll eventually kill all that out. We're not ready to plant in there just yet anyways, but it's just kind of hanging out doing its thing.
It's doing good. So we got our garden hod because we're going to be doing some harvesting during this garden walk. And the first thing is what, babe?
Cherokee tan pumpkin.
Woohoo, it's time. So we grew these from seed. They were sent to us by Deep South Homestead and Crazy Daisies. And the whole goal was to get them back into rotation for America and whoever else. We had 6 seeds to start with, and only 2 germinated. And from those 2, we have pumpkins finally. So we are really excited about this. We're hoping to get maybe more so that maybe one we can save the seeds from and get them out to you all. Oh, there's another one over there. That's a goal of ours because a lot of you all have said you really wanted some Cherokee tan pumpkin seeds and you couldn't get your hands on any, so we're hoping that we can send out some. So start letting us know if you want them and we'll try to make that happen.
And if you can see over there on our fence, that's the Cherokee tans.
Yep.
There's a few more over there and it's starting to vine on the fence line.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yay, 3 Cherokee tan pumpkins. Thank you to Deep South Homestead and Crazy Daisies. So while we're out here, he's going to go ahead and collect some of our Jack B. Littles because they're ready and we don't want them to get rotten. And they're so stinking cute. So glad that we grew these for the kids. Raylan absolutely loves them. They're adorable, perfectly kid-sized. We hope to use some for decoration and some for them to paint and just have a really good time with them. Fall may come eventually. It'd be really nice if it did. It's still really, really hot here though. We had a little taste of fall and now summer's back. But if it ever does get fall, we will love to have these hanging around.
That's a very fall basket so far.
It is. If only the weather would act right.
We've had one stop and our basket's already almost full. We got pumpkins for days up in there. So we're moving right along onto the pepper bed, which is really enjoying this late September heat.
Yeah, the peppers they're doing better than they ever have.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna let them rock and roll until they don't.
It's the healthiest thing that we have in this garden, I think. Look at these plants. They are beautiful, they're tall, they're getting even bigger. They've probably grown.
Peppers are healthy.
Yep, they've probably grown another, I don't know, I'd give you 6 to 12 inches of height. So the plants are looking great. And just for reference, how many did we say that we put in here?
18.
18. There is 18 pepper plants. And this 3 by, what did we do, 8 foot? I think 8 foot long.
Yeah.
8 or 10 foot. 3 by 8 or 10. It's 3 by 10. I'm getting my stuff straight here. 3 by 10 bed. There's 18 pepper plants in there, and y'all can see how well they're doing and how big they are. So you can grow peppers in a really small spot, and it's not like we have small peppers by any means. These are good sized peppers that are coming on these plants. Jalapenos for days, bells for days, and it's just beautifulness. Look at this guy. He's really tall. Let me get you down here a little lower. I think this is the first year we've ever had a harvest basket that has pumpkins and peppers in it. Usually it's one or the other. You don't usually see both of them at the same time around here, so that's pretty awesome. All right, while Jen is finishing up harvesting the peppers, I'll go ahead and show our fall crop starts. Everything looks beautiful. It's in perfect little rows. The germination was great on most everything. There's only a couple that didn't have the best of germination, but they're still coming up. Kind of like this romaine lettuce. So they just had a little bit of a late germination, but they're still going. If you've caught some of our previous videos, you know we've already planted our peas and rattlesnake pole beans. The ones that are left, we'll give to family or someone else that wants to do a fall garden. But we still got to get all of our kale, all of our lettuce, our beets, and just, I mean, we have a lot of different salad mixes between the kales, the spinaches, the regular lettuce, the head lettuce, the cabbage, all kinds of action. So we got all kinds of stuff we still need to get planted. We're just letting them get a little bit bigger. You still harvesting?
I am. I think peppers are my favorite plant because the leaves are just regular leaves. There's nothing itchy about them.
Yeah.
They don't irritate you.
Peppers are sweet.
Great.
Oh, you cut one and lost one here.
Yeah.
Yep. Down here on the bottom. We're not gonna miss you or lose you, little guy. All right.
Left behind.
Yep, you still got some more to go. So she's gonna finish up harvesting and we'll move right along.
Onto these beds. So we have our okra, which honestly, we're not doing good with.
We're doing good with, we're just not harvesting quick enough.
We would have probably had a whole lot more, maybe even enough to can if we would keep on it, but we don't. And we let them get big and then we just fry them up. So that's okay. I mean, we still eat them. They don't go to waste. They're just, they could be harvested more.
But they're very delicious, and we do them in little meals, and they're so good, and we really like them.
Yeah.
And it's one that I also like harvesting because it's so easy to get to, and they're so tall and just simple.
The loofah is kind of choking it out, but
yeah.
they're getting along.
Look, he's all the way over here. I'm doing my best to try to keep him over there, but my goodness.
They're still doing okay, so we'll just.
Yeah, look how tall this bad boy is.
Yeah, he's tall. He's taller than you.
I know.
That's okra too. All these okras are from Baker Creek too. As you can see, loofah has completely gone over to this trellis, which is okay. I've honestly had my moments where I thought about taking it up, and it's not because it's not producing. It finally is, but it's just taking over everything. But I have seen videos and pictures of worse, to where people can't even see their garden anymore. So I've come to terms with it.
Yeah, we're working hard to keep it under.
Yeah. I am grateful that it's producing because a lot of people's loofahs aren't at all, and they just have a plant and no fruit. As you can see, we have plenty of fruit.
Yeah,
so
here's new ones.
Yeah, we have new ones coming up since it's come over here. So we're gonna have all kinds of loofahs. Yep, he's a little one. A lot of people have asked, when do you get them off? So you don't take these off the vine until they are yellowish to brownish, and they'll be completely dry. So if frost was to come before that happens, you can cut them and take them in or hang them on your porch or whatever and let them finish. But I think we're gonna have plenty of time because we're nowhere near a frost at this point. So I think these are gonna be just fine, and they'll continue to dry out. They are hard. They're as hard as they can be. So just waiting on them to turn yellow and then brown, and then we'll pick them and take them in. I'm super excited for that. Like I said, I know I've had my doubts about them, but I am grateful that they're here, and I'm grateful that we're gonna have loofahs, and it wasn't all for nothing. I'm pretty excited about that.
Guess what, babe? More cucumbers.
Well, too bad. I just canned pickles yesterday.
Well, you get the canning again.
I wish these cucumbers would stop, y'all. I really do. I beg them to stop. They don't stop.
Can't kill them.
Make it stop.
There we know.
Speaking of making it stop, no, I'm just kidding. This guy's dead. It's a cucumber, so we're gonna bring him up, put him out of his misery. But first, there's a cucumber on it.
They're itty bitty little guys.
So we're gonna let him go. Thank you, Mr. Cucumber. You have served us well.
Yep, you did good. Hair up time, babe?
Yeah.
Getting a little warm?
It's a little humid out here.
So I just got done harvesting those, and now it's time to talk about these tomatoes, which Jen's gonna get into. Well, I don't know. You want me to harvest them? You don't like touching them?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna harvest them, but we'll walk through them real quick before we do that. So this Bonnie's Best Bed has really impressed us. Like we've mentioned, the struggles it went through. Look at this weed.
Wow.
Here, hold that. That one slipped by me.
That is impressive. Full-grown weed. Look at that.
That's when
What you doing, babe?
I guess I don't know. I thought it was a tomato plant, I guess.
Thought it was a sucker.
Well, anyways, let me have those scissors, please. So the Bonnie's Best Bed's done really well. There's still quite a few tomatoes on it. She's nearing the end, though. You know, we've got a few that have gone out.
Yeah.
There's a tomato.
You can see some of these. Sickly. But for the most part, not sick.
Yeah. Been, you know, leaning over is the worst part that we have going on around here. And I'm just trying to really just let them live a little bit longer without doing too much work onto them, because we have worked hard on these tomatoes all year, and that's been really good to us. Okay, you just hang out there. They've been really good to us. We're just kind of letting them give their last few harvests for us, and then we're going to pull them out and start planting some more of the fall stuff in there. As long as Mr. Lupa doesn't choke everybody out.
Yeah. See about that.
Yep.
On a positive note, we did have to get another basket because that one was full, so now we're going to fill this one up with tomatoes.
And this jungle just keeps producing like crazy.
It's literally a tomato jungle.
We got tomatoes everywhere.
It's ridiculous.
The cherries have like hit their second round of just awesomeness.
Yeah, they're just falling off. They're great. So we're going to harvest this bed and probably get a whole lot. Mostly cherries, some Romas. Like here's some Romas that look really great. Well, the plant itself doesn't look the greatest, but Romas are still kicking, so we're gonna harvest them. Maybe pull out some weeds and just get a whole bunch of tomatoes. So we actually have a whole table full of tomatoes, and we were waiting to harvest these so that we can do a whole big cannon batch. Maybe the last cannon batch of the season, we'll see. I doubt it.
Yeah, probably not. We keep saying the last time, but it's not the last time for anything.
No.
We're just gonna stop saying the last time.
So while he's harvesting some more, we're gonna talk a little bit about varieties. For some people that are new, we had, this was our variety bed. So we had all kinds of varieties of tomatoes. Some we love, some we didn't.
It's like our test bed.
Yeah, it's kind of a test bed on what varieties we really like and want to grow. So we had white cherry tomatoes, obviously. We grew a few too many white cherry tomatoes, but we've loved them. They did awesome. If you're looking for just a really sweet cherry tomato that doesn't have a whole lot of acid, then white cherry tomatoes are for you. And they're from Baker Creek. Absolutely love them. They're still producing. They did great. Another one was the Oxheart, and that was our favorite tomato by far. I think for the most part they're kind of done, but there is a few left.
There's a few that's coming back.
They're very meaty, very good, and just firm, good tomatoes. That was definitely our favorite. That's these little guys. You can tell they're in the shape of a heart. They're so cute. And they're pink. They're beautiful. We grew some black brandywines. What do you think about those?
The brandywines were okay. They didn't get too big of a tomato, and they split very easy.
They do.
It wasn't so much, splitting can be caused from not consistent watering or whatever it may be. Different things that can do that. Some of the extreme heat if they stay on the vine too long ripe. But we would try to pull those a little bit early, and we would really watch the rain like we do with all of our tomatoes when it's time to harvest. And I just wasn't, they're a beautiful tomato. I just wasn't super impressed by them. They're also not very good for canning. The skin's a little thicker. And so when I was trying to peel them off, I would always have issues. Jen's got a bug, so y'all are probably getting my chest right now.
Sorry.
But they're not very good for canning either. The skin's pretty thick. so it was hard to peel that skin off and then get any of the goodness out of them. But if you just want a good tomato, a colorful, pretty one, that's definitely a good one to grow. It's got more of a potato leaf than a regular tomato leaf. Potato, tomato.
I didn't know that someone could talk for 10 minutes about a brandy wine.
I tell you what.
I'm impressed.
Well, anyways, the brandy wines were cool. We probably won't grow them again next year. I just wasn't a huge fan. And honestly, it just was kind of a room taker-upper. But it was a pretty tomato.
Did y'all get that?
Caught that?
Potato leaf.
Here's our tomatoes. Potato, tomato. That's everything we got.
A pretty basket.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're gonna add these to the table inside and can either today or tomorrow.
So we almost forgot one. We also had the Aunt Ruby's German greens, which we mentioned in our last garden walk. We really enjoyed it. It's a big tomato. It's got a nice little pink stripe on the bottom. They're very good, very delicious, if you want a green tomato, that is. So if you're really trying to grow those, but they're very pretty, and it was our biggest tomatoes that we had. And we almost forgot about the Rebel tomatoes, because there's a few on here that need to harvest. They're doing really good, and these are beefsteaks and Ace 55s, and they become a pretty solid tomato. They're perfect for slicers. And we pull these as soon as they start turning, just because this time of year you got all kinds of bugs that are roaming around, so we let them finish in the house. So I
am shocked at how good they're doing, though. These guys were just laying on that table over there for a really long time. They were left over once we planted all our tomatoes. We didn't have any room, so this is where our beets was. And one day we were like, you know what, we're gonna plant these guys, see what happens, see if they do good, see if they've been sitting out too long. And this is what has happened. They're producing, they're doing great. So we call them our Rebel tomatoes.
Rebel tomatoes.
Tea garden is still doing good. Basil's gone to seed. I'm gonna leave it. Still smells great. My mint is finally getting some room to grow. It's trying to go to seed, but we'll just cut that off. Marigolds are still doing great. They're still producing. Zach's rubbing his feet on our citronella plants. We're getting ate alive out here. Licorice basil is doing good. Lemon balm's doing good. Chamomile's coming back. Dandelion greens are coming back. And I just love my tea garden. I'm just gonna leave it. A lot of this stuff will come back again, and maybe replant some stuff in the open spaces, and we'll see. But it's doing great, and I love it.
Some of the stuff that you all have seen quite often. One, here's Mr. Rabbit Plant. The rabbits produced that one for us. We'll see what it turns into. It's getting a little weak because we have kids here a lot, and it's kind of getting a little trampled with that and dogs, so who knows if it'll ever do anything, but it's still kind of cool that the rabbits made that happen. I see you back there.
Yeah. Scratching my legs off.
The rattlesnake pole beans are doing good on all the counts. So we got, what did I say, 6 of them. Everybody's doing good, getting big. As they get a tad bit bigger, we'll start training them towards that trellis. And then on this side is where we've got our peas. That was weird how I said peas. But they're doing good, they're getting big, and the same with them. As they get bigger, we'll start training them towards the chicken wire, which we do have one that is now attached to the chicken wire. This chicken wire is hanging a little lower, so it was able to attach a little sooner. And he's stretching, he's trying to get there. So, oh, look at there. Got another one we can train on it. And when I say training, this is what I mean. So they have all these little tentacles that come out, and I'm not sure if that's the right word or not, but that they're searching for something to hold on to. So to help direct them in the path you want them to go, so they don't just try to go out everywhere, as soon as they get long enough, try to get them onto your wire, just like I have done here, so we know that's the path it's going to take up, and then we can kind of work it from there. But this side looks to be a little bit faster than the first one we just showed. Super excited. So while I was talking to you all about that, I think Jen ran off in the house. So let's grab this harvest, both of them, full of everything, and head inside, and we'll show you what we got, and we'll wrap this bad boy up. One thing about the garden tours is they're getting a little bit shorter, which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Some of y'all say we like the long ones, some say the shorter ones are great, but let us know down in the comments if you are still enjoying these garden walks and you want us to continue them. We really appreciate it. We love your all's feedback. It helps us know that we're giving you all what you want to see. So shoot it down in the comments if you want to continue the garden walks, or if you like more separate, specific plant talks.
What you doing?
I am putting more stuff on this table. I tell you what, we cleaned out, we canned everything, and this table was completely empty last Saturday, and it was so nice to see. I forgot what the table looked like.
It wasn't even 24 hours though.
Yeah, it wasn't even 24 hours, and then it looked right back to this, which it's not complaining. I don't want anybody to think that. We're super pumped by it. We love it.
Very grateful.
And we know in the wintertime we're going to miss a table full like this.
We will.
So,
and we've got to get these done before we head out of town, because we're going to the old-fashioned picnic by the Heartland Homesteaders this weekend. Super excited to meet you all, and we got to get these done. So we've got more peppers, more okra, more tomatoes coming out, cucumbers, and those are the pickles that I canned. So I want to show you something over there for a second. So the other day, I actually canned for the very first time by myself. Zach had to go to work, and pickles had to be done. So I had 8 quarts of pickles to do. I did bread and butter this time. They all came out well. In our pressure canner, though, you can only put 7 quarts in at a time. So since I had 8, I did a batch of 6, and then I had 2 more jars left over to put in. So I put in mason jars of water. So that gave me 5 quarts of sterilized water. And just in case you don't know, that is something that you can do. I just recently read it in an old book that I was reading, and you can put jars of water, put the top on like normal, it's just regular water. You can put it in your pressure canner to take up space if you don't have enough to fill the whole thing, or if you just want to do it. And you just let them go for the amount of time, whatever your processing is, and then you have sterilized water. So we can use this whenever we need to, if we lose water, if we have a, boil water advisory or whatever.
There is one in Frankfort. It doesn't impact us, but there is.
We have different water, but yeah, so that's just really handy to have, and we're going to add that to the pantry, and I'm pretty excited about that. It's just something easy you can do and just have on hand if you ever need it. You never know. So there's our Cherokee tans and the Jack B. Littles. You can see a little snippet over there of everything else we've canned. We will do a video on that and show it, but
yeah, we're gonna walk through every single thing that we've canned and how much of everything.
Yes.
It's gonna be a lot of tomatoes and pickles, but there's a lot of different ways we did a lot of that stuff too. So that'll be cool. A whole summary of all the canning.
We have to get our storage area ready. So that's kind of a project. It's not a huge project, but we're gonna work on a pantry. So we already have the space for it. It just needs to be cleaned out, fixed a little, given some shelves, and then we'll show you every step of the way when we do that. We just need to be home for a weekend and get that done.
Yeah, is it September? I should be. Is it September?
It is.
These handfuls of tomatoes I'm just pulling out of here.
I know. It's crazy.
Insane. Love it.
Love it. Look how pretty they are. So there you have it, y'all. We got a busy today and tomorrow. We've got a lot to do, but it is beautiful. I hope your all's tables look the same. I really, really do. And if not, there's always next year. So
that's right.
Keep going.
Use this time in this winter to watch all the YouTube videos and learn and get ready for next spring.
Read the books, rent books from your libraries, ask us questions, research, just start getting ready, and you can have the same exact thing next year.
Who grew Pringles?
I don't know.
What was that?
Nothing.
She said,
love you.
I love you too. She said, hurry up, I'm getting bit. Okay, y'all. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's garden walk. Oh, never mind. Hang on.
What?
I got to walk down there and show y'all the apple trees.
Oh.
We promised them we would show them.
Yeah.
We always forget about them.
Good luck.
Yeah, she won't do that. So, we're not wrapping this bad boy up yet. Come take a walk with me and we'll go check out our apple trees real quick. Okay. To the trees. Jen went back inside. She didn't want to get bit no more. It's early morning here and just all the bugs are out. Just, every bug is out doing its morning thing too, just like we are. And I mowed yesterday, so that always stirs things up. I mowed yesterday afternoon, which was not the best idea. It was like 95 degrees, but it had to be done. We're leaving town really just for one day, but even going out for one day seems like forever when you live on a homestead. What's up, Dog Pound? Xena, Rusty, and Daisy. Isn't it such a beautiful little walk down our driveway? Been way up on top of the hill. You get to see everything. I can't wait to show y'all some of these fall colors. The trees are starting to turn, but when we get full red and orange, I can't wait for y'all to see it. Okay, apple trees are lined down the driveway. We've got a total of 4 right now. We haven't really done much to them, to be honest with you. We was just trying to let them get through the transplant shock of being in the middle of summer. I know there's a lot of work still to do to pull the limbs down and make sure we get more of a 90-degree or as close to a 90-degree angle that we can. And I got to trim off some of the bottom limbs. So there's a lot of work with the apple trees just at the beginning to get them ready for adulthood. That T-post fell down on me. But they are making it and doing good. The heat of the summer hasn't been too bad on them. And we added some mulch to help keep that water and keep that lost with words there, to keep the moisture in as much as possible. And you know, they're getting big and getting tall and are healthy. They're not dying. So they're doing their thing and rocking on. So that was pretty quick. Let's go back and tell Jen she has to come back outside so we can wrap this video up. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the apple trees. Like I said, those are doing good. I still got a little work to do on them. I really have just let them get used to being in the ground and didn't want to disturb them too much because it's just been so hot. But that is the garden walk. Now I hope you all enjoyed, and we can't wait to keep doing these and showing you all more. Remember, let us know down in the comments if you're still enjoying these and you like them, and we'll keep doing them.
Yes, and don't forget, if you haven't already, join our Stive Tribe on Facebook. The description is below. We're having so much fun over there.
Yeah.
There's, I think, almost 700 members already. It's been open for 2 days.
Yeah.
We're having a blast. We're chatting with each other. We're joking. We're just talking about gardens, showing our pictures. So y'all come on over if you haven't. Join us, and we will chat with you here, there, and everywhere.
That's right. Y'all got some beautiful places out there.
Yeah.
My goodness, we need more YouTube channels going on.
That's
But
right.
for now, come post those pictures over in the Stive Tribe group.
All right. We love y'all. Hope you have a lovely day, and we will see you tomorrow.
Until the next one.
We love you.
Bye.